Good morning, Year 2, and welcome to today's English lesson. Today you will need some paper, you can use your homework books for this, and a pencil. If you do not have this equipment, please pause the video now before we begin. Today we are learning to understand powerful verbs. First, we're going to identify what verbs are, explore what makes the verb powerful, and apply knowledge of powerful verbs to our writing. Before we begin, we're going to recap on what a verb is. There is a clue in this picture to help you. Can you remember the song that we sing in class to remember what verbs are? Well done. A verb is a doing or action word. For example, the children laughed happily. The verb in this sentence is laughed. Well done. This verb describes the action that's happening in this sentence. Verbs describe the action in a sentence. Powerful verbs can be used to create an image in the reader's mind. For example, here are two similar sentences. I have changed the verb, and we are going to see why one of them is more powerful. The pirate went onto the ship. The pirate jumped onto the ship. The use of the verb jumped creates more of an image in our head rather than the verb went, which is why jumped is more powerful. On your paper, could you please write the numbers 1 to 4? I am going to read the sentences aloud and you are going to write the verb for each sentence, just like you do on your whiteboards in class. Number 1, Aaliyah always walks to school. Please write the verb down. Number 2, Ellis ate pizza for lunch. The verb is well done. Number 3, Caitlin built a sandcastle at the beach. The verb is. And number 4, Alex played happily with his friends. The verb is. Okay, I'm going to give you some thinking time to check over your verbs and make sure they are correct and describe the action in each sentence. Well done. The verbs you should have had for those 4 sentences are walks, ate, built, and played. Now we are going to compare 2 sentences and decide which verb is more powerful. On your paper, could you please write number 1 and 2? You are going to tick which sentence you think has the more powerful verb. Number 1, the lion roared in the jungle. Number 2, the lion yelled in the jungle. Which sentence do you think has the more powerful verb? Well done if you picked number 1. The use of the verb roared creates more of an image than the verb yelled. Again, we are going to compare 2 sentences and decide which sentence includes the more powerful verb. Could you please write number 1 and 2, and you are going to tick beside which one you think includes the powerful verb. Number 1, the trees blew in the wind. Number 2, the trees whistled in the wind. Which sentence do you think includes the powerful verb that creates more of an image in the reader's head? Well done if you picked number 2. The use of the word whistled creates more of an image in our head than blue. Could you please write number 1 and 2 and tick beside which sentence you think includes the powerful verb? Number 1, the baby cried at the top of his lungs. Number 2, the baby wailed at the top of his lungs. Well done if you picked number 2. The use of the verb wailed creates more of an image in our heads as a reader. Now we are going to apply our knowledge of powerful verbs to our writing. I have a list of 4 powerful verbs which I would like you to try to use in a sentence. Let's have a look at my example. I have used the powerful verb jumped. My sentence is, the dog jumped up to reach the biscuits. Your turn. I would like you to use these 4 powerful verbs in sentences. As a challenge, could you include an adverb and describe how the action happened? For example, you could have the dog jumped up happily to reach the biscuits. My adverb that I have included is happily. Good luck. I would love to see your writing if you could send me a picture.